Mars, lover of all things iconic, here with your fashion weekly news, as I am every week. And we're actually on time this week because it is what? Monday. Clap it up for the girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to stay on schedule, okay? It's hard, but it's doable, and I'll be doing it. So let's get to the first story. After the Super Bowl, Celine sings it. After the Super Bowl, Celine has seen its highest search traffic after 5 whole years. You see the power of black culture? Do you see it? Do you feel like everyone is looking for a flare jean right now? And Kendrick Lamar gave it to Celine. Like, I'm sure it's probably sold out at this point. Celine's flare jeans, the Marco jeans that Kendrick will wearing, retail for about $1,200 to $1,500 depending on where you buy them from. But here are some of the flare jeans that I recommend. Actually, all of these are not even jeans. They're flare pants, but they're all different texture, different quality, different brand. So first, we're gonna start with the Telfar x Wilson leather collab. I absolutely love these flare jeans. 1, because they're 100% leather. 2, because they're black owned. Come on, Telfar. And then 3, the silhouette of the pant is just so flattering. It's just so chef's kiss. So if you're looking for a leather flare pant and don't really want to go down the denim route, I would go for these. These are definitely on my wish list. If you want to go the more denim route, you can get the Acne boot cut jean, which retails for about $300 to $400. The boot cut is very, it's like a slight flare, but a flare nonetheless. It's a very relaxed flare. If you wanted to look exactly like Kendrick, you're probably gonna have to like buy your flare jean and get it a bit tailored to your silhouette so that it fits perfectly. There's also the Levi ribcage jean that retail for about $98. So let's round it out. $100. And this is also a flare jean. I would buy these a size up because I like my flare to like not flood, and this looks like it's like high-waisted, or not high-waisted, but it looks a little high water-ish to me. So I would guess it's a bit oversized, but this is also a good affordable option for a flare jean. And there are also the Mugler flares, and I love the Mugler flare jean because it has so much detail in the silhouette and the stitching of the jeans. So it's a lot of fun. And these retail for about $400, which with all the detail that you're getting, the grade of denim, I think it's a bit worth it, but I think you may can find these cheaper. So watch them, they'll go on sale. And then last but not least, there's Diesel. Diesel's known for their denim. They have a flare jean called the D Akemi, 1978 D Akemi, excuse me. And this is also a slight flare, but it's a bit more flare than the Levi ribcage. And I just love a Diesel jean. Diesel has great quality denim, so this is a great jean to have. I think these retail for about between $200 to $300. At the end of the day, Kendrick need to go ahead and get some commission coin because he is selling these flare jeans. We reported a few weeks back that Hermes was like kind of toying with having couture collection, and it has been confirmed that Hermes will be debuting their couture collection in 2026, possibly 2027. Hermes CEO Axel Dumas confirmed during their 4th quarter and annual report that they will be getting into the couture, okay? And they say that it could be 2026 or 2027 because the primary priority of getting in couture is that they want to show the best couture items possible. So if the collection is ready by 2026, then they'll do 2026. If it's not, then they're gonna keep going back to the drawing board and making sure that it is the best quality couture that they can produce, which I'm here for. It is Hermes. They are known for their quality. They are known for their structure. They are known for their pristine condition of apparel, fragrances, whatever it is that Hermes put out, they're known for pristine quality, top quality. And when you look at the haute couture market, you have Schiaparelli, you have Tom Brown, you have all of these people who are doing amazing things in the couture realm. So Hermes gonna have to step it up. And when I look back at like old Hermes collections, especially when Jean Paul Gaultier was the creative director of the house, simple haute couture looks, and they hit every single time. So hopefully they go back in that realm and in that direction. But I am interested to see how they're going to push forward in the couture sector and how it's going to impact the fashion landscape as a whole, because out of all the fashion brands that are struggling right now, Hermes is continuing to make their strides. They're continuing to stay on top with the exclusivity of their merchandise and their bags. Speaking of brands that are struggling, Kering, their sales are down by 12 which is not good. Kering is a fashion conglomerate. They house Gucci, they house Bottega, Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, and Alexander McQueen. So let's break down these percentages of like who is selling and who is not selling. So Gucci, their sales are down by 12%, and Gucci is the biggest brand at Kering, so that is not good news. Sabato De Sarno just left because I feel like they were trying to put all of that pressure on him, and it's not on him. But I think it's just a society where we are like people are just not buying luxury firsthand. We may buy it secondhand, we may buy it on sale, but to just buy it out of the store like we used to, it's just not happening. Bottega though, Bottega, their sales are up by 15%. That is amazing. And the girls are after the Bottega leather, the quality, just the whole sector of what Bottega is doing and what Matthew did at the brand and the legacy that he's leaving behind the Bottega. I hope that they're able to keep up with the demand of the sales that Bottega is getting. Saint Laurent, their sales are down by 8%. They're selling more than Gucci, but still not selling as much nonetheless. And then Balenciaga and Alexander McQueen are down 4%. I was kind of shocked about this Balenciaga being down by 4% because I see Balenciaga often, whether it's on a red carpet or a celebrity or just in the New York streets. Balenciaga seems to be a coveted brand, especially amongst the fashion community. So for their sales to be down 4%, I'm like, I wonder, are they going to pressure Demna to do something different or if they're going to replace Demna? And as far as Alexander McQueen, with Sean McGurr being the creative director of the house, I can kind of see why the sales are down 4%. But I do think as Sean finds his footing at Alexander McQueen, if they allow him to, because the way they're playing musical chairs with these creative directors, you just never know. I think these sales will continue to bump up because as much if I dislike it or like Sean McGurr's Alexander McQueen, I'm seeing it quite a bit. I'm not sure if they're loaning it out a lot, if people are buying it. The point is that I am seeing it, especially their horse hoof boots, their outerwear. We're seeing Alexander McQueen out in the streets. By these numbers, the fashion industry is just struggling right now. And I think it's just a direct correlation of the times that we're in. We're not in a place where we can be spending so much money on luxury clothing, luxury items, and it's also on the brands a little bit because the quality is not the same, the production is not the same, the intention that used to go into luxury items are just not the same, and I feel that we as consumers, we have figured it out and we're kind of over it. So that's that. I started following this Instagram account called Immaculate Style because they will always have like the great talking points when it comes to fashion news. And they posed a question this week, and the question was, does celebrity endorsements in fashion still work? And it got me to thinking because a celebrity endorsement in today's time does not mean what it used to mean back in the day. Like, when Aaliyah was in that Tommy Hilfiger ad, we all wanted that Tommy Hilfiger tube top, the Tommy Hilfiger baggy pants. We wanted that entire look. When Rihanna did the Balmain ad in 2014, she murdered it, and we wanted to invest our money into Balmain because she ate it, like she made us want to wear it. The Candies ads from back in the day, Candies had a lot of people do Candies, a lot of celebrities. Britney Spears being one of the ones that I remember, but when Britney did her Candies ad, I wanted me a piece of Candies. Like, it's just like celebrity endorsements back in the day really used to mean something. But today, it kind of seems that the influencer is going to give more of a return than a celebrity endorsement. Meaning that if Jackie Aina puts on an Alaya dress or an Alaya skirt or an Alaya piece, her audience is probably going to be more inclined to buy it because Jackie is just more relatable. They have more of a connection with her as opposed to if you put an Alaya skirt on any A-list celebrity, people are probably not going to gravitate to it as more. And that's just interesting. It's just interesting to see. And in Immaculate Styles post, they posed a question also, who is the most makeable star for a fashion campaign? If I had to answer, I thought about this a bit. I would say Bella Hadid is definitely one of them, which is who they had pictured on this post. I would say Rihanna is another. But also, when I look at Rihanna's Puma ad today and her Puma, when she first did Puma, Rihanna was selling Puma down. But now that Rihanna is back with Puma, it just doesn't have the same impact. I do think Rihanna still has influence in the space of endorsement. But when we look at her Dior ad, that ad did not have me going out, or I didn't even want to buy Dior perfume. I didn't want to buy it. Like, Rihanna didn't sell it to me. The ad is beautiful, and I'm glad that Rihanna is there as a black woman, but it did not make me want to buy it. Same with Beyonce and Levi. Beyonce did the whole Levi jeans commercial. I did not want to go out and buy any Levi jeans. Did you? It just, again, the celebrity endorsement is just not, it's not what it used to be. I'm not sure why that is changing and why that is happening. I know the influencer market is huge, but it's just, I don't know, it's odd. It's very, 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 very much odd. But I thought it was just a great question to pose. So for you, let me know down in the comments, who is the most bankable star for fashion campaigns these days? Meaning that, who should fashion brands be hiring to push their product and making sure that they're getting a return on the investment? Is it Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, JT, Nicole Kidman? Like, who is the most bankable star to sell some fashion these days? Because I just feel like it's a struggle. It's a huge struggle. It's a big game that some brands are just not willing to play, that can pay influencers less money and still get the same return. So, I don't know. Let me know. Black Brand of the Week goes to House of Alma. This brand was established in 2015 by mother-daughter duo Rebecca Henry and Akua Shabaka. And House of Alma is an American brand, and all of their clothes are made in California. House of Alma explores folkways of Black experience by designing timeless garments with nostalgic references informed by historical research, archival analysis, and storytelling. House of Alma aims to evoke dialogue, social commentary, and conversations around heritage, remembrance, and shed light on nuanced histories. What I love most about House of Alma is that their clothes tell a story, and they tell story by way of Black experiences. And I just think that is so special, because when you look at their clothes and the way that they execute and the way that they tailor and produce their clothes, it's very intentional. It's very intentional to the Black experience, and I really, really, really love what they're doing. Recently they did a collab with Target. They also showed a collection at this past fashion week. So they're doing it, they're carrying it, and I just also love that they're a mother-daughter duo. You don't see that much in fashion. Like, you'll see siblings quite often, but you don't see mother-daughter duos, and you definitely don't see a Black mother-daughter duo. And being that all of their clothes are made in the States, that's so sustainable. That's also, again, more intentional. You have hands that are on these clothes and being very careful with making a product that they're proud of as a brand. So make sure that you support House of Alma, because all of these Black brands, they need our support. So make sure you're buying, make sure you're purchasing, making sure you're following and supporting. That is your Fashion Weekly News for this week. Again, I am Mars, lover of all things iconic. I do all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle. So make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. And I'm also going to start, I don't know, I'm going to hold back on that until it's time. But no, some stuff is coming up, okay? Again, in the comments, let me know your takes, and I will see you next week for Fashion News. Bye.